All right, well, Kufar Akbar, everybody, welcome to another edition of the Crossing the Crescent discussion group. This is a live stream show dedicated rightly dividing the truth between Christianity and Islam. I am your host, Eric Thekafur, Eric the Kafir, coming to you live from the cavernous depths of the Kafir Cave here in Dar al-Harb, Kafiristan. We are here every Sunday, or at least we try to be here every Sunday at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. That is Kafiristan time. If you're on the East Coast, that would be 6 o'clock. West Coast, well, that would be, well, I don't even know what time it is out on the West Coast. I really can't keep up with all that stuff. Anyway, welcome to the show. Today's show is, let me just give you some 411. Is that the appropriate thing to say? 419, we'll give you some background. All of us like to spend some dead time, some deadhead time scrolling. I'm sure, I don't spend a lot of time doing it, but I spend some time doing it. I admit it. Usually right before I go to bed, I got a little iPad and I zip through it. And then this week, I don't know what it was, but there was a couple of back-to-back articles that just ate me to death. And I just got to think, I'm thinking, why in the hell are we even trying to engage honestly with Muslims? Why are we even, thank you, Ed's got it right here. He's given me the affirmative. Yes, thank you. Ed, if you want to come in, I popped the show link in the chat on YouTube. But
hold off on the show link. I think we might have found a problem. Show link, for some reason, is last week's link, and it's not working. So we're working on it with Dr. Kufophobia, so hold off on that right now, folks.
Okay. Can you do that for me, Red?
That's what I'm doing right now.
All right. Thank you, brother.
I'm trying to figure it out.
Yeah, it's okay. Somebody's got to. This is how bad I am. We get this new platform, and I love it. I mean, it looks great. I love the intro and the features that it has. Rad has to write me a Word document. He's actually written me 3. He goes, "This is how you set it up. Step 1. Open your computer. Step 2, and go to these. And then he's got warnings like, don't touch this over here. Don't even look at it on this side." This is how stupid I am when I set things up. So when I sent out the links, folks, I must have messed it up, and I apologize for that. Rad, when we get some time, Steve's here. Well, heck, we can go ahead. Steve got the link. Look at that, Steve. How are you, brother?
I'm doing good, man, but I'm not going to be able to be around very much. I'm at work, but I thought I'd drop in for a minute.
So. No, well, hey, it's good to see you. You got your church shirt on. What is this? It's something church in Canada. What does it say? What does your shirt say?
Yeah. You know what? I really don't want to say
Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay, we don't want to do that. Yep. Yeah, I get it. Yeah. You don't know who might show up at your church. Don't want
Yeah.
that. We had a guest speaker this morning at our church. Our pastor's out, and this guy is an author. He's written like 1,000 books. He's on Amazon. I mean, he had lunch or dinner last night with Jeremiah Johnston. And
Oh.
yeah, I mean, this guy, he's a very popular speaker. And so I had a great conversation because they had a conversation about the crucifixion, he said. And so I talked to him after church, of course, me and my big mouth, and we had to talk about that. And I said, hey, I got a debate about the crucifixion coming up. He goes, really? Who are you debating? I said, well, I'm debating a Muslim. He goes, oh, well, that makes sense then. What happened to Steve? What happened here? Let's see here. Are we losing, rad, Steve? There we go. So, lost you again. Add. There you are. I don't know what happened. Don't want to. Okay, let me get back to the original point here. Anyway, scrolling, and I run into an article. Now, this article is about our friends across the pond over in Britain again. Now, when we think of our friends over in Britain, this is a country that is essentially lost. Many people don't want to admit it. And I, for one, I don't want to admit that country's lost to the Muslims, but it's looking more and more and more like that's the sad truth. And what worries me about that, number one, they're a NATO country. So what happens when you get this Sharia compliant government into office and they start, you know, act like a bunch of Muslims? Are we supposed to then come to their rescue when they provoke, I don't know, Germany? Well, Germany's becoming a Muslim country too, I guess. But the fact is that I'm sitting here watching it. I'm watching this video. This video are these guys. They're in Manchester. Here, I have it right here on my computer. Let me share my screen. And it just angered me to I don't and sometimes you get angry over things that you shouldn't get angry over, but I'm sitting there watching this thing and I'm thinking, some of these guys ought to some of these guys ought to do
Sorry about that.
something. No, it's quite right. They ought to do something to this guy's horse. And I love animals. Don't get me wrong. I love horses. I've never owned a horse myself, but my sister-in-law owns a horse, and family has horses. Okay, I love horses, but watch what this guy's doing with his horse. He's basically intimidating people. He's got a Sharia patrol armband on his arm, and he's riding through the city bumping people, moving people out of the way with his horse. Now, listen to what this cop says. Listen to what the cop says. I want to put you back up here, Steve. Oh, no, edit scene. Listen to what this cop says. Listen to what she says.
Do you have a license?
They're chasing people around that aren't complying with the Sharia with their horses.
In England?
They're ratting people out, saying, "Hey, go get this guy." I want you. What you get? And the police do nothing. The police do absolutely nothing. Yes, sir. Yes, Steve. Go
Uh,
ahead.
um, I just want to say that just 2 points, and I'm sorry I need to go, man. I'm at work still, but I just want, one thing. There is a verse in the Quran that says, "Prepare for them what you will of your steeds." That means horses.
Say
To
that again.
terrify. There's a verse in the Quran that says, "Prepare for them steeds." Steeds meaning, horses.
Right.
You know, for the unbelievers. To terrorize, to cast terror into the hearts of the unbelievers. And so this is very Sharia compliant method. And I also want to say that, and you might know this already, but if you don't, I encourage you to go look it up, that New York City has their Muslim compliant police. And they have specific Muslim police force in New York City. And so, it's not going to come here. It's already here.
Yeah,
And
you're
so,
right. Yeah, you're
Tommy,
right. And when you look at who the mayor. I mean, let's face it.
yeah,
You had a Muslim mayor, and I have that. I have an Instagram video of it. You have a Muslim mayor who is appointing. I mean, this Rad and I had a great conversation about this about TSA. I went to Japan last month. Coming back from Japan, I'm going through TSA, and all you see are these Muslimas everywhere with TSA uniforms on, with hijabis on their head. It's
well,
almost like the entirety of the TSA contingent there was Muslim.
a la
These
snack bar.
guys, what's that?
A la snack bar.
A la snackware, yeah. These guys, what they're doing is they're hiring only their own, and they're bringing them in. So when we talk about the New York City Police Department, this is exactly what's. Whoops, sorry, there we go. When we talk about the New York City Police Department, this is what's going to happen to the New York City Police Department. They will only hire Muslim police officers, and the next thing you know, the entirety of the police force is Muslim.
yeah.
And do you think
But
that they're going to be fair and impartial to the kuffar when?
Well,
you,
there's
you,
actually there's actually video in New York. I wish I had it. I think well, that was like a couple weeks ago, but they busted police officers. They just walked into some guy's bodega, his shop, and took over the back room for their afternoon prayers. And the owner came out and was like, "What are you guys doing? Open the door, videotape. Get out of here, dude. You can't do that. This is my store." You know.
yeah. But I just want to say, Eric, that this what I was talking about was not the New York Police Department. This is actually another police force. It is called, like, I think, the Metropolitan Muslim
Oh, I know,
Police.
right? And they have cars that look like the
Yes,
New York
yes,
City Police
exactly. So,
Department.
and they're
Yes.
specifically for Muslim police. But wait until people stop wearing hijab.
Oh, we lost Steve. It seems like everywhere he goes, he's got like a bad connection. I don't know. I'm gonna send Steve a portable hotspot. Alrighty, brother. Thanks for coming. We appreciate you. God bless you. Be safe. Um, if you haven't gone out and looked at Steve Mashney's channel, Steve Hussein, I can't remember I'll look it up here. His YouTube channel, get out there, subscribe to it. He does a lot of great video. Let me see if I can find it on mine. I don't have time. I'm sorry, but he does a lot of great videos. He hangs out in front of a mosque, being an Arabic speaker. He hangs out in front of a mosque with the cross, and he engages Muslims.
Yeah, he gets
Uh,
into it. They get violent with him sometimes.
yeah, this is how cold-hearted Brad and I are.
Well,
We said he got scuffed. I don't know if he got scuffed up or what happened to
yeah,
him.
we sent him a body cam so he could wear that so we could catch the beheading.
Right? Yeah, so we can catch him getting beheaded. We sent him a body
Yeah.
cam. I told him
Be,
to wear it so
beheading for clicks. Yep, that's us.
if they come and cut his head off, at least we got it on camera. And we told him that too.
Yeah.
He thought it was funny too. He knows it was done in love, and that we were just watching out for his well-being, because these guys were getting a little too aggressive with him, and this would be one way for him to defend himself. Okay, back to what I was saying about this Manchester police thing. And this is why the title of the show is "Enough is Enough." I've had enough of this crap, this Islamic crap, this we're trying to get along and trying to be nice about it, trying to be be respectful to our prophet, be respectful. No, we're done. We're done. I'm done. You can all do what the heck you want, but I'm personally done doing that. This week, in my church's denomination, and I'm not 100% sure of this yet, but it appears that there was a sale of property within the denomination to a Muslim group. And, if that's true, that's very problematic. And here, it's not only problematic in that, okay, you're selling to a Muslim group who's going to develop the property to educate people on antichrist ideology. I mean, let's face it, that's what Islam is. It's antichrist. It is anti-Jesus. This Jesus that they have in the Quran is it's a fake Jesus. It's a fake Mary. It's not, they don't even have the right Mary. They don't have the right Jesus. I mean, it's all fake. It's all counterfeit. And if they're going to use that property to educate people or try to indoctrinate people into thinking, into believing in a false Jesus, we as believers need to start a new crusade, not a violent crusade. No, don't be calling me, calling the YouTube. He's calling for a violence. Shut your pie hole. This is going to be a lot worse. You probably wish by the time that we get done with you that there had been some type of violence, so you can at least have a finger to point to, say, look how bad they are. Screw you guys. We're going to stand outside of every mosque every week with a sign, and each week it's going to be a different sign. It's going to be a different Quranic verse. You start off with 98:6. Jews and Christians are the worst of creatures. Your Allah thinks that 95% of the people that live in this country are the worst of creatures. That's your Allah saying that. 65:4, where you can marry, consummate the marriage, and divorce a prepubescent little girl, traumatize a prepubescent little girl, divorce her, turn her out, because you've already got your jollies and sticks off on her. That's your Allah authorizing this. It 99 or 929, 95, all these verses every week, something new. Show not only the people in the community around them what Islam teaches, what their Allah teaches, what their God says, but also what he does and what they do about it. How do they treat non-believers? Look what they're doing in Manchester, England. Look what they're doing. They're riding around with them horses. I would take a knife and stick it in the heart of that horse. I love it. I told you earlier, I love horses. I love animals. But if you're going to use that animal as a means in order to try to run over other believers, exercising their freedoms, you're going down. I mean, it's just going to. Like a couple of weeks ago, we showed a video clip about Muhammad Hijab saying, if anybody gets your dog near me, we're going to kill him. Yeah, okay, all right. Good luck with that. What would happen to somebody who tried to kill your dog? What would you do? And we love our dog. I don't think Muslims can completely understand that concept, how much we love our dogs here in the West. It isn't that we love them more than our children or anything crazy like that, but we love our dogs. You do anything to our dogs, dude, it's going to be damage day in your life. That's
well, one of
badly.
I don't know if you're aware of this, Eric, but one of Kami Jihadi Mamdani's appointees to the city council said, now we have to get rid of all the dogs in New York City. Okay, now that Muslims are controlled, something like that. And then the senator or a congressman tweeted, if it's a choice between dogs or Muslims, I choose dogs. and that created a firestorm. They wanted to censor him and kick him off, and I'm like, no, dude, yeah, if it's a choice between Muslims or dogs, we will choose dogs, okay, over Muslims. That is us in America. But I did want to address something Lambert, this person said here.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Well, hold on. Personally, not sure exactly what you mean, but I'm against a crusade like the medieval ones. You need to get 2 books, Lambert, and we won't discuss this. One of the books is The Two Swords of Christ. Maybe you got them physically in your possession. You can hold up.
I'm looking for them. I don't have them in my bedroom.
And the other book are the 7 heroes, or the 7 saints. What was
Defenders of the West?
The Defenders of the West. That highlights 7. I believe it is, or is it more?
I think it's 9.
9.
I might be
nine,
wrong.
9 of
7 or 9. You're right.
9 of some Crusaders, as well as my favorite Christian hero, Vlad Dracul. Okay, also known as Dracula. He is one of my favorite Christian heroes. As well as El Cid, which I had a hard time getting through El Cid because they kept calling him something else. And,
Reggio.
And it
something
kind of,
Reggio.
Right, and they kept
Reggio.
blurring it, and they kept burning with another Reggio. You know what I mean? All the names kind of blurred and sounded familiar. You just should have called him El Cid or the Cid. But he kept flipping back and forth. But anyway, very good read. You can get it on audio. What is it called? Autovox. This is audio, whatever. Anyway,
it's called Audible.
Audible. Yeah, so,
Audible,
and you can listen to it.
But no, you can just buy the book. Raymond Ibrahim is the author's name.
Excellent. Also recommend his channel, yes, as well.
Yeah, okay, yeah, and his YouTube channel. But if you read those books, especially, I would recommend Defender. Well, The Sword and the Scepter was, I think, is this. Well, he Al Qaeda Readers his first book, but The Sword and the Scepter, 3 books. The Sword and the Scepter. Then I would recommend Two Swords of Christ, and then lastly, Defenders of the West. If you read those 3 books, this idea, and I'm not going after you personally or whatever. Maybe, and a lot of people feel this way about the Crusades, saying how they were like an evil use of Christianity against Islam, trying to convert them to Christianity. A lot of the things that have been said and taught about. Very good. All right, he knows Ray. Good. A lot of the things that have been taught about the Crusades, which it's common in our universities and our public education system, just simply not true. The Crusades were a response to 700 years or 500 years of Islamic aggression. Islam had conquered Christian Alexandria, had conquered Christian Jerusalem, had conquered Christian Damascus, had conquered, I think, 5 of the 7 seas of Christianity, had conquered all of North Africa, had gone into Spain, Al-Andalus, and conquered Spain, had gone into most of what is now Turkey, into Anatolia, all of the Middle East, and made all kinds of inroads into Eastern Europe. For centuries, they did this. Before the First Crusade was launched, they went into Southern Europe, Eastern or Western Europe. Even, I mean, why do you think they call the Slavs? Where's the word name slave comes from? From Slavic people. Who was capturing them? Muslims. So all of this idea that the Crusades were just simply a form of Christian aggression it's just simply not true. It really it's a response to repeated centuries of Islamic aggression and subjugation, enslavement, rape, murdering of complete Christian villages, complete Christian countries. So again, I would recommend
we should do a show on that, because he quotes from their own Islamic sources where they are bragging about how they raped nuns, how they sodomized priests,
right.
How they bragging about it like this is a good thing. how
Oh,
they,
they
yeah,
would circumcise them into the baptismal fonts
yes,
before,
exactly, yeah,
yeah, and then
exactly.
make, yeah,
And then
it's absolutely disgusting what
they
these
would they would
Coranimals did to Christians for
Coranimals. I
centuries.
love that Coranimals. But what they no, they would also cut. They would sever the heads, and they would use them. Okay, following in the tradition of Khalid or whatever, or the Ummah of the early Caliphate. What they would do is they would take the heads of the severed enemies, and they would use that to hold their cooking pots while they cook their meals. Okay. All right, that's why a lot of Christians thought they were practicing cannibalism, but no, the case was, well, maybe they were, but the case was they were using the cooking heads as pot holders in the fire pits, okay, instead of bricks or iron, or you know what I mean, instead of grates, okay. Yeah, this is how barbaric these people were. They destroyed the Church of the Holy Sepulchre multiple times, destroyed, burned churches, forcibly converted churches to mosques if they could. But no, these were now. Yes, true. The Muslims say, but look, this is a time for 50 years when Muslims were peaceful. Hmm. What happened according to what happened in Andalusia, Spain? Well, the Muslims from the Arabs, they went in and conquered those Muslims because they were hypocrites, because they were not being cruel and brutal enough, and going on the jihad enough to pay off the caliphate. Okay, this is their own sources he uses. Okay,
Right.
these are yeah.
Raymond is a Arabic speaker. He's Coptic. And okay, Mr. Lambert has left. He had to go to work. He said, I put that up on the screen. So, he'll
Well,
listen. And if he wants to come back next week, I am
yeah,
all about having conversations with people about that.
yeah,
That's no problem. Unless he's going to argue the Muslim point, then
yeah.
anyway, we'll see what happens. But the fact is that if you want to get good literature, some good history, and also there's a book that I have. I think I have it in my. I highlight a lot of books, and one of them is called Jihad by Paul Fregosi. And what he does is he outlines all of the Islamic attacks up to the Crusades, and even through the Crusades, I think, on Christendom. There's like 500. What's his name? He does political. Is Bill Warner, Dr. Bill Warner. He made a video, a very famous video, millions of views on it, called "1400 Years. Why Are We Still Afraid?" And thank you, brother. I appreciate that. And on this, in this video, what he does is he has this battle map, and what he does is he shows all of the Islamic attacks into Christian territories, and then the result. Because if you get enough of them, what it'll do is that, for example, Al-Andalus, if going into Spain, all these Muslim attacks into Spain eventually resulted in the subjugation of Spain and turning it into an Islamic country for 700 years. And what he does with this dynamic battle map in this video is illustrate the fact that, because what he does is he compares it to the Crusades, the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, and ninth Crusades, okay? And you have 9 attacks into Jerusalem. Actually, one goes into Egypt, because I think it was the 8th Crusade, 7th Crusade. I can't remember what it was. But that's it. And the results, there's no long-lasting results. It's still Muslim. It's still Muslim-held territory, except for Israel, of course. And Jews got a hold of it now. But it just juxtaposes how one-sided this violence has been. It hasn't been Christians responding with Crusades, because that's what the Christians were. They were responding to the Crusades, or I'm sorry, they were responding with the Crusades to centuries of Islamic violence, Islamic terrorizing Christian communities, raiding Christian communities, enslaving Christian communities, and selling these women, these children into slavery. So for all of these years, when we talk about the lead up to the Crusades, Christianity did its best to defend itself, but it finally said enough is enough. They're getting ready to sack Constantinople. We're not going to have that. And so you have who was it, Urban II or whoever it was, 1095 calls for the Crusade. Okay, so let's get back to this horse ride in Manchester that I was talking about. That just set me off this week. So when we start talking about what Muslims are doing here, and Steve alluded to it earlier, where they're trying to assert Sharia, trying to enforce Sharia on Christians in our own communities. Don't think that that's not coming to a city near you. Don't think for a second that they're not going to try to weasel halal food mandates.
I can't mute myself.
Well, we can hear you, Isa. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can't mute myself.
Well, maybe I should mute you.
No, I got him muted.
Just don't talk.
Can you touch that picture up of his a little bit? I mean, he's looking a little ragged here.
Now you can say something, Isa. Say something.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Well, I was telling you, I was speaking privately. I was telling you that I had to mute you because you were having background sound.
How about
But it's
now?
not letting me
Yeah,
mute.
I just muted him. I muted. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Now, do you want to talk? If you want to talk, here, let me unmute
Well,
you.
I'm gonna refresh the page because it's something weird. I can't control it, so I'm gonna refresh the page.
All right.
Okay.
Hey,
Is
can you
Isa looking older, or is it just me?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you.
He's just doing his hippie thing.
Okay.
Anyway.
Is he looking older, or is it just me saying, man, looks like he's had a rough day or something?
We're all having rough days.
He's got to do something with that hair. I'm gonna get him a gift certificate to Clips R Us or something.
Yeah. Give him the buzz cut. Put him in basic.
Help him out. Or yeah, send him to a nearest military installation and hem his little butt up. Put him in with that cadence call we used to have. Put me in a barber's chair, spun me around. I had no hair. Huh. That's what I think. That's what Isa needs is a good trip to a military barber. Help him out. Look at he's upset about it. I mean, come on. Look at that. You got these locks and stuff.
You know I donate my hair to cancer patients, right? That's why my hair is
I didn't know that. Well, look how much you would be able to donate if we cut it clear down to the nub.
Yeah, I always grow it out like several inches and then I donate it. So yeah.
He's so cute.
You're looking awful gray. I mean, what's going on with that? You living like a double life here at night, doing partying or what? It's like
it's genetics. It's my genetics.
Yeah, you're gonna. By
the
time you hit 35, you're gonna have nothing but white hair like my grandfather.
He's going. He's going.
5291.
He just told us his pin. Everybody. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna mute Isa because he's got something going on there. I don't want to interfere with that. Okay, so let's go back to this thing in Manchester. Okay, so we're sitting here watching this. These people riding around horses enforcing Islamic law on the population. We've seen other videos where they've had Sharia patrols, and they had some guy who was gay, or they thought he was gay, and they told him to get out of there. They had some girl that had a short skirt on, said you can't wear that. Some guy was drinking a beer. You can't have that. Look, if you want to enforce Sharia, that's fine. But don't think that you're going to do it here. Don't think for a second that you're going to try to do it here, because people are going to get up in your face and tell you to take a flying flip off and take that religion of yours, motivated by, let me be kind. I don't want to unnecessarily be unkind, but somebody that is one of the most demonstrably false prophets in human history, take that garbage that you've learned from him and tell you to stick it. Don't try to enforce Islamic law and expect to be treated with any type of cordiality. People will respond violently. I'm not telling them to respond violently. I'm just telling you how people will react. If you did that to me, I would react. That would engender a reaction from me if you tried to do that. And this is what Christians need to start doing. They need to start standing up and calling this religion out for what it is. This
Well,
is a
the copper's response when people were complaining to him or her was, "What do you want me to do? Rip him off the horse?" Yeah.
yeah, I do.
So,
That's what they're doing. Yeah, I want you to. If you don't, I'll gut the horse right here for you.
well, that's a little extreme. But seriously, oh, to PETA, please, if you're listening, he really does not mean that. Okay, please send all hate mail to Kenny Bomer at KennyBomer.com. Anyway, but no, I mean, well, first of all, think about this. Well, I don't know how it is in Manchester, England. But I know, like in the city of Chicago, if you want to ride your horse in the city, you got to have a permit. No, seriously, you cannot just ride a horse in the city of Chicago anymore, like you could in the late 1800s. Okay, you actually need to be. No, they actually have horse riding, but it's in a specific place by the lake, and you can't go down into the main streets. Okay, down Michigan Avenue on a horse unless it's during a parade and you have permits. So first of all, what's he doing riding a horse in the middle of town? In the middle of city traffic. That's actually really bad for the horse also because the horse is sitting there on concrete. Okay, horses cannot do that on concrete unless they are properly protected. You know what I mean? In the shoeing. Okay, I know this because I got a friend that does horses. Okay, and they actually have to have shin braces and stuff. Okay, but yeah, no, this is completely a failure on the Manchester. It was in Manchester, right? On the
Yes.
Manchester police. But again, dude, I'm sorry. The more, I mean, as Dominic said, you got a British person was arrested again, another one, for making a tweet overseas, and as soon as he comes in the country, he gets arrested for mean tweets.
What?
Yeah, well, first there was a comedian. He's actually a very famous comedian in England. I guess he wrote some funny comedy series that ran for 20 years, and everybody loved him. Okay, but he I don't know if he tweeted it or he just liked it or retweeted it. It was something on the trans stuff, right? Okay, and it was like a funny joke that he just made. Well, he gets a caution, told that if he comes back to UK, he's going to be arrested. Well, he goes back to UK, he's arrested. And they tried him, and they're still waiting on the out. I don't know what the outcome was, but yeah, dude, it was like a big deal. Well, now there's another one.
That's why England is so screwed, and it's because of their pandering to these rats that have infested their country. And I'll call them what they are. They're a bunch of rats. They're not. They don't produce anything. The only thing they do is they suck off the government. Call it, oh, it's your jizya. We're getting our jizya. Look at Anjum Chowdhury said that. Famously said that. That's all they're doing. They have 4 wives. Each of them's on welfare. None of them have a job. Their kids do nothing but cause problems in school. They're not getting an education. They're not assimilating at all. They just need to go home. And this is where England, it's just going to reach this point. It's going to reach a point where it's going to turn violent. It's going to turn violent because these people are going to push so hard, so far,
How many minutes?
that the average Brit is going to stand up and tell them, go home. And when they say no, then they're going to say, okay,
Oh boy. Okay.
now it's game on.
All right.
Now we are going to forcibly remove you. Now, what that looks like, does it look like a shooting war that's going to be coming? Well, my guess is yes. There's going to be a lot of violence involved in it because they're not going to want to go peacefully. This was their hijrah.
Here's the shocking thing. I was listening to Winston Marshall. Highly recommend his show as well. He's the guy that used to play for the pop band Mumford & Son. He played the banjo. And he liked some tweet or something like that from somebody that was foreboding back in 2020. The band kicked him out because he was not being politically sensitive or something like that. Well, he now has his own YouTube channel. Anyway, he interviewed the former air marshal. In other words, he was in control of the entire Air Force in the British military until like a few years ago. Okay. And evidently, the British military, they have nothing. Do you know how many cannons they have? Or they call them guns. I like that. How many guns we have in the military? Do you know how many cannons they have in the UK at this point right now? Eric, take a guess. How many
cannons, artillery pieces?
Artillery pieces, yes, of any size, any shape. How? Well, they don't. Well, any size, any shape. How many?
1,200.
14. They lost all their howitzers, and these are like small cannons. These are ones they bought from the Finns. or Swedish.
14, what do you, 14?
14, 1-4. They actually gave away all their howitzers to Ukraine. 14.
Wow, that's
Wait, do you know why? Okay, well, first of all, I love how Trump said, okay, we don't need your aircraft carriers, UK, we don't need you to take part in a war that we're winning. We'll have to see how that ends out. But send them back. Well, the fact that remain, dude, they were supposed to send 2 destroyers. Okay, I forgot what they were called, but guess what? They're not even ship ready. They only have like 4 destroyers and like 10 frigates. Their subs they still have a few subs, but no, most of their navy is in dry dock now. Over 80% of their navy is in dry dock.
I'm getting picked up and
Okay.
getting dropped off over there. So
Some of it cannot even
Okay.
return from like Cyprus and stuff. Okay, no, it's immobile. Seriously, it's so rusted
I'm
out.
getting it towed.
They're thinking of scrapping it. No, this guy went through it. The British military is in terrible disarray.
Roads are so bad.
Dude,
so
they could
bad.
not they could not put
the fault of the
an
city,
army
so,
in the field that would last more than like a few days, if that. Okay, they have nothing. Yeah.
I don't doubt that. I served with
All right, cool.
Brits when I was in a NATO unit when I was in Naples, and I wasn't anywhere impressed with them. But we didn't have to go
All
to
right,
the field.
thank
We
you.
were just
Thank you.
serving in
Right.
staff positions, and still I was not impressed with them. I had to work with the Italian military police, the Carabinieri, and I not knowing, if you don't know their culture, you would think that they're a bunch of lazy pieces of crap. But these guys are actually pretty tough. So I have a lot of respect for their Carabinieri, but their standard soldiers in Italy itself, they have a draft. Everybody has to serve 2 years or whatever. And I don't know if England has the same thing, but the ability to field, if you only have 14 pieces of artillery, you're non-combat deploy. You can't deploy. How are you supposed to, if you know anything about how warfare is conducted, you have to prep it. You have to, you have to prep, whatever area you're attacking. You usually do that with aerial bombardment or close air support and soften up the whatever defense that they have. And then you hit it with artillery, and if you only have 14 artillery pieces, what the hell? I mean, and then you drive your armor in if you have any. And by the sounds of it, they don't have any armor either.
Nope.
So what are they going to do? What are they even an ally for? What are we doing?
Well, the way this air marshal, I don't know if you can call him former air marshal or if he's just air marshal now. Like, if you're like, you're a sergeant major, whatever, you're a sergeant major for life now. You know what I mean? So I don't know how it goes. But no, what he was saying is that the Brits, they started their model on NATO where they relied everything on NATO. So true, they could be big, bag, and powerful as long as their allies were powerful, and they let their allies like the United States of America do all the heavy lifting. You know what I mean? So in their eyes, they didn't need a big, powerful Navy anymore. They didn't need a big, powerful army anymore. Well, they never really had a big, powerful army. The main thing
they need a Navy to protect their flipping coast. These people are being overrun. That's what
exactly. But either way, no, they
you live on an island. You need a Navy.
Yeah, they've totally let their military situation totally degrade. Whereas beyond repairable, he actually mentioned, he said, I guess in the United States and everywhere, we can mobilize. I don't. You could correct me if I'm wrong, but he said this. We mobilize on the command structure, so we can mobilize entire armies. Okay, within a week to 2 weeks. I mean, get them ready, get them equipped, and they're off to go. Get ready, boom, 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 boom. You know what I mean? Okay, I mean division. You know what I mean? Okay,
well, just a division. It depends on which division.
Right.
If it's a light division, if it's an airborne, I mean, like the 82nd, we would have a battalion. We would have to literally have a battalion on standby 24/7, meaning that for 6 weeks, it'd be 6-week cycles. We would have an entire battalion on standby where you would be subject to a 1 hour, 2 hour recall.
Right.
Once you get the call, you would have to be in. and then you have a brigade, and then from there you would have the follow-on division. You could have the entire division downrange within easily 4 days. And the same thing with the 101st. I spent here in the 101st, where you could rapidly deploy. Now, an armored division, we have heavy tanks and all that. That's quite a bit different, because that,
I understand
is rail, sea. But with the Brits, they don't. It sounds to me they don't have any ability to forward deploy.
No. That's what they say. They could not fully mobilize. Where, like, well, you say in America and Poland, Germany, even Israel, definitely. No, they were saying, like you were saying, the light battalions, they can mobilize them and get them deployed fully with kit, fully with ammunition to back them up, everything ready to go within a matter of a few days. Okay, and get them off. He said in Britain, it's like weeks to months.
Sure.
They can't
it just sounds like they're just. I don't know. I don't know. But with today's intelligences, who knows? How much lead time they would have. But the bottom line is that we can no longer rely on England to be an ally.
Exactly. Well, that's what Trump's saying. He's like, dude, what do you have nothing for us?
Right.
But
Starmer proved that this week. Yeah.
Yeah. There's one thing I asked you in teens, but I got to ask you, your minds went out, because you mentioned the 101st. How the hell do 4 people steal highly classified drones from Fort Campbell and just walk out with her? I'm just curious, dude. Can you get me one? Because that would be cool.
Can I get you one? I don't know. I might be able to. I know some people up there. I got people, but
well, you didn't see that. This happened in November.
The types of drones that were taken, number one, are insignificant. You could buy them at a hardware store. Well, maybe not buy them at a hardware store, but they're just
pretty cool.
They're just right. There wasn't a lot to it, but
all right. They also at the armory, they got a bunch of M4s and stuff, and a bunch of ammunition as well.
Yeah, they've done some pretty crazy stuff there.
What the hell's going on there, bud?
I don't know. I've been out for 20 years, so okay. Let's get over to let's see here. Where are we? This is your Warner brother. This is the guy that you like, called the Warner. Yes, am I correct?
The Watcher. He's the Watcher.
The Watcher. There we go. Here we go. Let's hear what this guy has to say. Here we go. They're taking over a new Christian church here. What are you doing?
I'm trying to get to where it's big.
Would you just do this? Okay. There we go.
I can't hear.
Look at this Zabiba on this guy's head. So this is what I was talking about earlier in the show, where I mentioned that within the denomination that I go, they apparently sold a property to an Islamic organization. I have not been able to confirm that yet, but this is exactly what they do, and why they purchase these things is because they use these things as victory mosques. Oh, it used to be a church. Look how Christianity is dying out, and look how Islam is now taking over. Look at us going to this church that we bought with Islamic money, because these churches are so cash strapped, because Christians don't give money to their church anymore. And they have to sell property off in order to finance things within their denomination. Look what they're doing. This is disgusting. This is absolutely disgusting, folks. If you have any ability, if your church, let me just say this. We need to do a better job as Christians at paying attention to what the Bible teaches about tithing, about giving to the church. And the reason why I say that is because there has been this trend, and this trend is it's cascading down where the people that are older, the people that are older tend to give more uh, in tithes than the people who are younger as a percentage of their income. Not necessarily more. They give more because they earn more generally, but they give more as a percentage than younger people do because that's the way they were brought up. And if we continue down this trend, these ideas of having small community churches and more examples of rats infesting churches in the future with converting them to masjids, they're gonna go into we're gonna convert this church into a masjid. Yeah, this is what's gonna happen. This is exactly what's going to happen. They're going to do this more and more often, and you're going to see you're going to see people like the Watcher out mocking Christians and Christianity by opening the churches as a mosque. Okay, I have another clip here. Unless Rad, you had something that you wanted to say about the Warner, didn't you?
Well, yeah, but you can play your other clip, and then we can get to that.
Okay, let me throw this out here. James Woods, always quality entertainment, but it's just, I mean, these guys are telling us what they're going to do. This is, I mean, follow this. Okay, so they're coming for the Jews. I mean, they're telling us, guys, this is, oh, sound, they're not getting any sound. All right, I'm being a loser. Let me redo this. I'm sorry, guys. He's speaking a foreign language anyway, so you really can't understand, but that doesn't matter. Let's see here. Stop screen share. Let me try it again. Let me make sure I do this right. There we go. Share. Okay. Whoop. I got to add this to, here we go. Edit screen. Now tell me if you can hear this in chat or Rad. Somebody tell me if you can hear this. Can you guys hear that? Arabic is your language. Oh, well, then you should be able to understand these guys. Did you guys hear that? Can you hear that? Okay. He's advising his Arabic brothers to go kill to continue killing Jews. I don't know why the sound's not playing, guys. I apologize. I don't like it. Okay, I guess the point I'm trying to make here, the point that I was I'm trying to make with this video clip is this: that these guys are telling us exactly what they're going to do. They're going to tell it. It's just when we look back on history. I'm a history guy. I love history. When we look back on history, and we look at what Adolf Hitler did. Adolf Hitler told us what he was going to do. He told us that he was going to round the Jews up. He told us that he was going to isolate the Jews and ethnically cleanse them from the European continent. He told us what was going to happen. These guys are telling us the same thing. This is what they want to do. This is what the Muslims want to do. They want to ethnically cleanse the world of Jews. Another Holocaust all over again. How do you implement something like that? You just go on killing sprees like they did on October 7th a couple years ago. But you keep doing it, and you keep doing it, and you keep doing it until Israel is forced to respond like they did in Gaza. And, the whole world's, oh my God, them Jews, they're responding to people attacking them. They can't do that. If I'm Netanyahu, I'm like, screw you, buddy. You can sit there, here in the United States, we're very comfortable because we have two oceans that protect us, the Pacific and the Atlantic Ocean. We have Canada to the north, which is, they got like 6 people and 4 goats up there. And then Mexico to the south, and that they're so criminally minded down there with the cartels, they couldn't, organize, a birthday party. So we're pretty fortunate here in the United States. But you look at these other countries, especially Israel in the Middle East, they have nobody. They have nothing. They have the only people that are going to protect them is them. And so when they respond in kind to what them Hamas holes did to people like this, to assholes like this, I fault them. I place no fault in what they're doing. This idea that it's genocide again is BS. It's not genocide, but the response is spot on. Those Hamas holes, they're hiding in those tunnels, and you have to weed them out like the rats that they are, the cowardly rats that they are. Okay. How about some Muhammad Hijab? He speaks English. Do you want to deal with him, or maybe what's his nuts here? What's the Sheikh? What is this guy? Usman Ibn Farouk Ibn Fibin?
Let's go with Ibn Fibin.
I don't know if he speaks in this one. No, all this one says it's. I'm sorry, I thought this was a video clip. It's not a video clip of him. But he says no one can stop Islam in America. This is not your country. This is our country. Is basically what he said. No one can stop it. And he also said that oh yeah, this is good. Yeah, if you want to go to a place with no Muslims, I suggest you go to hell. Yeah, you're exactly right, Ed. Ibn Farouk is low tier. Ibn Ketchup, what do we call this guy? Ibn Fibin.
Like the devil, he has many names. No, he has many names.
Yeah,
He's
footnote.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Footnote. Yeah, he just. Yeah.
Now it says that he was born in Pakistan. Is that right?
I don't know. There's so much. He has so many different origin stories. He says he was a gangbanger in LA, and they used to call him Shooter because he was the shooter, and he had all kinds of felony criminal records. But yet, he supposedly owns firearms. But then again, he is in Los Angeles, and they have, although they have restricted gun laws for law-abiding system, it's pretty legal for criminals to have them.
Yeah, this one right here, he stole that guy's wife.
Yeah, dude sends his wife off to him for marriage counseling.
Yeah.
Oh man, classic.
Now, didn't he also beat his wife? There's domestic.
Yeah, he beat his wife.
There.
He busted a glass bowl over her head, and a ceramic bowl over her head, and choked her out. Yeah, he's a good man. Good man.
Yeah. Then he's running from God Logic. What's a debate? I don't know what a debate is. It's quality entertainment. All right, let's go ahead and move to what you had to say, Rad.
Yeah. So, if you remember last week, was it last week or was it the week before?
Last week we were doing Dawa drama.
Yeah. So,
that was just absolutely hilarious. I mean, these guys.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Okay, yeah, there was a problem. Okay, cool.
all right.
I was just saying, Sheikh Uthman is Pashtun. That's what the line said. What is that thing? The court.
And you dropped out again, dude. We lost you.
You said he was Pashtun. That's a province.
Okay, how come is when you go on David Wood streams, you go on Jay streams, you're always on. You're always there. There's no sound issues. You're not double dipping, doing all kinds of other things. So you can have time for them, but not time for us. I'm just.
Yeah. I think Issa controls his bandwidth. He doesn't want to waste his bandwidth on the cross.
Exactly. Yeah, we don't have that. But anyway, so last week we brought you some Dawa drama where the Warner and what was his name? What was his name?
Ali Dawa, Nico, Muhammad Hijab.
We're in the UK a couple of weeks ago for the kickoff Muslims skipping lunch and then having a feast every day. Well, where they got attacked by another Muslim, especially the Warner. The Warner got attacked by this other Muslim who wanted to join in, evidently, on the after Dawa party. Wink, wink. Okay, but Warner wasn't having that, so they got into a fight. Dude threatened him. Blah blah blah. Well, you remember that. The funny part was, I don't think we highlighted this enough. But when Muhammad Ajab stepped up, I was like, brother, Aki, calm down. He's like, the Muslim that was on, he's like, what's he to you? And he's like, actually, he's our security. It was kind of funny. He's the security, yet Ali Dawa, and they're protecting the Warner from the Muslim, right? Yeah, some security. Well, anyway, we showed you the video. Well, now we have video of what happened in the van. Okay, when this is all going on. When Warner and Sneeko and Muhammad Ajab were in the van.
Okay, now is this what caused the guy to back up and confront them?
Yes.
Okay, because that was just, guys, if you haven't seen it, go back last week. It is just the funniest thing because this guy backs. He comes tearing down. He's driving backwards down the street and gets in front of their van. These guys have a van. I don't know if it's a caravan or what it kind of is. But anyway, he gets in front of him and he's like, I heard you guys calling me what do they call him, a psychopath or whatever?
Schizophrenic. Yeah, schizophrenic.
Right, yeah. And they're like, no, we never did. He says, I just watched you on your live. I'm watching your live feed.
Right.
All right, let's go ahead
So go ahead and bring it up. Okay. All right, I'm going to play it. Let me know if you can hear it.
Yeah.
You guys hear it?
We can hear it, yeah.
Okay, here we go. So this is them getting into the van, but this is from Sneeko's camera and mic. So listen up.
Now, didn't they say Sneak?
Yeah.
No, come on, man.
Knocking his mother.
And you and your father. That's what he wants.
You'll get arrested.
That's what he
You
wants.
go to prison.
And that's what he wants. Just like,
You'll get arrested. This is a bad look, bro. How you gonna have it?
hey, relax, Seppy, relax.
Don't give me action. Don't give me action.
Oh, no, it's too much.
Yeah.
He goes for he's bipolar.
Yeah, he might because he's crying.
I think he's a bit like he's crying and then vex.
Anyway, leave. That's the problem with like saying where we are.
Yes.
So
I didn't.
Yeah, be careful. Go first.
All right. Kill that one. I'm going to bring up another one here. So that's basically, you see the guy outside. He's still yelling at them and stuff. And they're like, don't do nothing, blah, blah, blah. They're calling him bipolar and stuff like that. Okay. But here, let me bring up the other one now. Hold on. All right. Let me bring it up. It's this one. Here we go. Let me make sure. Yeah. So here they are in the van. This is after they finally got them all piled in the van. And Ali Dawa is now walking down the street. Okay, so here we go. You pulled it up? All right. Here we go.
Cameras on you.
He's a Muslim, bro. We're not allowed to hit Muslims, bro. We're not allowed to hit Muslims, bro. It's haram. It's haram to hit Muslims, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, did you hear that? The Warner is saying he's a Muslim. We're not allowed to hit Muslims. It's haram to hit Muslims. You guys all catch that, right?
Gotcha. Yep.
Okay, let's continue on.
So you don't
But why would he act like that? He knows he's being weird, bro.
Bro, he's a mentally ill person. That's right. This dude's insane.
There's a lot of these guys in England, bro. A lot of these
There's a lot of mentally ill Muslims in England.
weird type of guys in
but
England.
that's the protocol should be that we don't mention in any way, shape, or form where we're going to be. Because next time it could be somebody who's more malicious, bro. Yeah. To be honest, we've got to be careful with the live stream.
He's been
Hold on,
stalking
stop it.
us since
Pause
we
it.
got
No,
here.
no, like,
Also,
don't-
I mean, there's like 10 of
Pause
us.
it.
It's like, what's going to
Pause
happen?
it.
Nothing's going to happen.
It's paused.
What is Muhammad Ajab wearing there? What is that thing hanging around his neck?
Dude, they're all doing this now. They're all wearing purses now. I guess you look at Ali Dawa. He's always wearing his little purse.
Is
It's
that
the man
is that a
bag.
thing?
Okay.
Is that a thing now?
Yeah, that's heavily a thing, dude. In the UK, it's called. Well, no, remember back in the Seinfeld days in the '90s, it was the man bag. Okay, it was the purse. Okay, Anyway,
Did you ever have
I-
one?
hell no, dude.
Okay, well I'm
No.
saying. I mean, I'm just
No. Now I will tell you, they got these cool things. They're like, oh, well, okay, you could call it a man purse you want, but they strap across your shoulder, but they're perfect to put a gun in. I'm just saying. So I think I might get one of those if I ever get a job downtown again. Because now I don't have to fiddle through my clothes or whatever. It's right there. Boom, 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 boom. Anyway, I'm just saying, but I digress. But let's continue on here. I might have to fast forward a little bit. But look at Sneeko, okay? He's like, dude, just shut up, man, okay? He's mentally, there's 10 of us.
Look at this. Look at this right here. I saw this today or yesterday also.
Yeah, this came out a couple days ago. Well, actually, it came a long time ago.
What is up with these guys? I mean, what is... I just can't... Okay, let's play.
Oh, the man bat? Okay, all right.
No, all of it is just a bunch of homo crap.
Well, according
it's disgusting.
According to, if you watched David Wood's stream the other night, according to Andrew Tate, in no uncertain terms, Sneeko is gay. It was kind of funny he said it over and over again. But let's continue. So let's continue. Here we go.
But all it takes is one little stab.
Yeah, no, it's just going to be a bad look. They're going to use that clip and then say Muslims are violent, they don't belong in England, blah blah blah.
No, I'm saying if you, especially if your guy's profile, if you tell people where you are all the time, like if you mention it on the live, you're going to get somebody coming in, and all you need is one nutcase to just touch you once with a knife, and it's game over. So you've got.
Okay, so that's a very clear distinction. So in the UK, okay, you know, like how we have random gun violence here for certain individuals, they actually have random knife violence, okay, for like everyone. Knife crime, they actually have sword fights with like real swords and like machetes and stuff like out in the street, okay? It's like real bad. And here Muhammad Jab is telling the honest truth. He's like, look, dude, we shouldn't be telling people where we're at because, you know, we're Muslims and that will attract other Muslims who are crazy, as Warner points out, and you piss them off and they could just stab you. And yes, seriously, more people actually die by stabbings than being shot, especially in the UK. You know what I mean? Okay.
Well, they don't have any guns, or they don't allow you to have guns. That's
right. Well, no. The sad truth is, in the United States of America, per capita, more people die by stabbing. Well, that used to be. I don't know if it's still true, but it used to be. Okay. I don't know. Yeah, this is probably 20 years ago. Yeah.
No.
Well, again, it was 20, 30 years ago. Okay. Anyway, I know I had to write a whole report on it, but it was very interesting. But anyway, but now look at so look at Sneeko. He's just checking the chat. He's just like, whatever, just leave it alone. Warner's saying we can't hit Muslims, we can't hit Muslims. Muhammad Jab is saying the sensible thing. He's like, look, dude, you don't know who this person is. They can just come up and just start stabbing you when it's over with. You know what I mean? Okay. But now, so Warner totally kind of changes here, and this is what I want to get to. But yeah, okay, here we go.
Well, that's the thing that we learned from this. Nothing to do with that guy. That guy's like, we see that guy, people like him all the time, but it's to do with the protocol. Because that could have been worse. That's what it could be. Like somebody could come, and in the American context, I know you brandish all the weapons everywhere, but guns can be involved in a matter.
I think this is the third or fourth time he stalked us today. It was yesterday, then the masjid today, and then earlier, right now. Like, bro, this is weird behavior.
No, but you're going to get that. You're going to get
Wait,
that.
did he come to the restaurant earlier too?
Yeah, he came earlier too.
All right.
Like, bro, he's full on stalking us, bro.
The main thing is, like, the what do you call it?
It's weird, bro.
It's gay. I mean, you have to...
The thing is, the security protocol has to be never to disclose your location.
What's he drinking there?
Again, I know you might think it's booze. It's not. It's some kind of water. It's a Poland spring water, I think it is. It's a seltzer water. It's actually pretty good. But anyway, no. Muhammad Jab is making sense here. Okay, these dudes are announcing we're here. They're dealing with crazy jihadi Muslims. You know what I mean? Okay, it's not like David. Well, David Wood also should not announce a lot most of the time. But no, it's just simple protocol. You know what I mean? Okay. All right. Anyway, but now remember, the Warner is their security guard. Okay, and he's the problem. He's actually the problem. Okay, seriously, you can't take this Warner anywhere. Everywhere he goes, he's a scared little boy. He really is. He's a scared little boy, and we'll get to that in a second. But let's continue.
That's it.
I mean, it's easy to tell. You could look at the menu from the restaurants. It's almost impossible. There's always a way to figure out. You know, the menu of a restaurant will
that one has like multiple franchises.
Yeah, but you could also decipher if you're looking through the windows or
Yeah.
driving. It's easy to tell the neighborhood.
Then you gotta have a tight protocol because something bad could happen, bro. I'm telling you. No.
Okay, he's back. He's back.
No.
Okay, he's back. He's back. He's back. He's back. Yeah. Hey, let's get him. Let's just get him, bro.
No.
No. He's doing too much, bro. No, he's doing too much, bro.
He's trying to
Just put the cameras away. Let me just take care of him real
No,
quick,
it's
bro.
not him. He's targeting you.
Me?
Okay, remember, he was just saying, and I skipped too far ahead. I should have let it play out a little bit longer. Because before all this, Warner says, okay, let me get on the chat. He grabs the cell phone from Sneeko and it says, chat, what should I do? Should I stomp him? Or maybe actually that's later. But either way, notice. He was saying that he's a Muslim. He can't hit a Muslim. Blah, blah, blah. It's haram to hit a Muslim. And then all of a sudden he changes to, let's get him, bro. Let's get him. Turn off the camera. And they're all like, dude, it's on camera.
Right, yeah. I mean, they're live streaming. So they're live streaming all of this. And this guy, let's make sure people understand. They're watching what they're saying. This guy is watching what they're saying.
Exactly.
They're watching them call this guy a psychopath. They say he's crazy, he's unhinged. Yeah, this is quality entertainment here.
But then the driver's like, no, it says like he's coming to get me. Well, not the driver, but the Warner says basically he's coming to get me or something like that. And the driver, he says no, he's talking about a job. That's when I stopped it. Okay, but let's continue.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, let's just.
We're doing a stream.
I'm not gonna.
Okay, just don't show it on the stream.
Warner, you get arrested.
Wow, don't show it on the stream. You're already streaming on the stream. You're going to jump out and jump on his ass. And you're saying don't show it on the stream. Yeah, this dude is a freaking moron. Yeah. I mean, I'm sorry. Sneeko's got to be like, dude, you're just an idiot. All these guys got to be like, you're just an idiot now at this point. But let's continue on.
This is going to fuck up the whole rest of the trip. It's going to
don't do it, bro. It's not worth it, Warner. It's not worth it, bro.
Yo, close the door. Let's get up out of here, bro. Why are you using the door open?
No, because he reversed his car.
Look.
Yo.
You see, he's. Hey, get his license plate too. Get his license plate too. Hey, take a picture of his license plate.
What are they doing outside? Let's get out of here, bro.
It's because he can't come to our studio. That's crazy, bro. That's such insane behavior.
This is where he calls. Is this where he calls in the cops on him?
I might just go into his car.
Yeah, that's later on. This is where he's still like, he called me, blah, blah, blah. Well, anyway, yeah, that's what he's, I heard him, bro. I heard him on the stream.
No, dude. Let's just take care of him, send a message to the world, and that's it.
Let's just take care of him, send a message to the world, and that's it. Dude, you're now talking about, dude, you're a foreigner in the UK. You're an ugly American, okay? Dude, seriously, they will do, and first of all, you can't call Trump, just saying, okay? It's not like me. I could flash my Trump card and say, Big Daddy, bring me home. You know what I mean? This dude's an idiot, okay? He is like, seriously, I mean, no, you cannot get any stupider than this guy, okay? But remember, before he said multiple times you cannot hit a Muslim. But dude, only thing I see is he is afraid. He is scared right now that this guy is just going to just start stabbing him or something, okay? This is what I see in his eyes. This is all bolster. This is all, you know what I mean? Because he knows they're not going to let him
he's just looking to fight. That's all he is. This is a bully. That's all he is a bully.
Right, no, I get that, but no, I don't think he's looking to fight. I think he's just looking to bolster, just like, because he knows none of them are going to let them do this. All of them know that he knows that they're going to stop him, or he's hoping they'll stop him. Okay, but either way, listen how this goes. Okay, right. But remember, he said it's a sin to strike a Muslim. But now he wants to stop him. Now he wants
to curb stomp a Muslim.
Yeah, he shakes stuff. Anyway, I can say that one freaking time. You know what? Anyway, he's sitting there saying, okay, he wants to take him out. We'll show it to all the world to see. This is how we are. Really? Okay, beating up Muslims. That's who you are. I wish he would have done that. Anyway, let's continue.
He's a Muslim guy.
No, bro.
Well, what if
It's not.
He's
It's a
mentally
bad
affected.
idea.
This is not
It's bad.
bro, he blocked us in, bro.
Are you serious?
He blocked us in.
See this? Now this is the fear. You see, this is where it's coming out.
Okay, what's that?
He's not letting us get out.
We can reverse. We can reverse and then back. Like you can pull the car out. You don't know how to parallel park.
How about someone gets in his car, drives it up, and
You want to stay in the car? Hold him back, bro.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
Oh my god.
Let's go.
Trust me.
See, notice how he's not holding hijab back. See, this is all for show, right? You know what I mean? But he is scared. Okay, they are scared.
What are you guys talking about? What are you chatting for?
Hijab, leave it, bro. I'm going now.
What, can you not drive the car or what?
Bro, he's blocked me, bro.
Okay, you can't reverse and then
Yeah, just wait.
I'm waiting for what?
Oh, he just blocked me, so I'm trying to make him come out the way, bro. Yo.
Okay. So there's no space behind us, huh?
No. Let me see down.
Yeah, you see, that's what I'm saying. He blocked us in, bro.
No, actually, hijab is a smart one, and actually, hijab is a fighter. Okay, I mean, you can make fun of him all you want. I've seen some of his MMA bouts. Now, true, they're one-sided because he picks a weak opponent. But honestly, of an average person, he can handle himself because he does have that training. You know what I'm saying? No, really. Okay, but let's continue on. Now, he's taking off his glasses. He's getting prepared. I mean, this dude is blocking him in, right? Okay, but let's continue.
Bro.
He's trying to call the police now, bro. Look at him.
Well, he's trying to call the police.
He's trying to say they've got drugs. Drugs and weapons. What? You might as well go.
Now look at Sneako, look down. We got drugs in the car. Oh crap! I got the bag of weed right here. We gotta hide that crap.
No, just.
Hey, let's call the police and we're here.
No, let him call the.
No, but he's gonna keep following us all night.
No, the police will call the police.
Hey, he's a stalker, bro. He's a stalker.
Keep following us, man. Ali, hold him up. Don't let him drive. Hey, Ali, hold him up. Ali, hold him, bro.
Hey, don't let him touch Ali.
Oh gosh, bro.
Aki, hold the door, man.
He might follow us.
Now, you know what? Okay. I just thought of this too this whole time. They're actually leaving Ali to this guy. They're pretty much abandoning him. You know what I mean? I just think that's kind of funny here, but let's continue.
Not a good idea to hold the guy.
No, you can't go to the police then.
I'm telling you, bro. We have to take care of him, bro.
Let's be honest.
We have to take care of him.
We have to take care of him.
I don't mind taking it.
Hey, let's just do it.
The job knows, like, I'm here like, oh no, but at the end of the day.
Oh no, let's just do it.
Everything here will be used as evidence. Whatever you say in this car, whatever you say is going to be used as evidence.
Well, I'm going to stop because I don't want him to follow us to the studio. Let's take him to the alleyway.
No.
Let's take him to the alleyway. Dude, this is all being live streamed. Okay, the internet is you cannot delete this. Even if they delete it later before they get arrested, dude, it's still on Google Chrome's, it's still on Google servers. You know what I mean? No, seriously, you can't. Oh my God, these guys are morons.
See, now there's a conflict of plot thickens.
Hey, just pull up.
We don't encourage this job.
Hey, get back in the fucking car, bro. Man, these guys don't know how to handle the situation, bro.
Why do you keep pulling over? What are they doing? Oh my God.
What does he want, bro?
At least he's getting a few followers from this.
Well, this ain't
hey, it's very simple. Drive to the police station. Boom, that's it.
But why is he getting? Can we just leave, bro? Like, I don't get why he keeps getting out of the car.
Actually a good idea.
Yeah, that's it. Just drive straight to the police station.
Why is he
hey, there's
getting
a
out
mental
of the-
nutcase stalking us.
We need to drive.
Simple.
No, we'll lose him when we drive.
What is he doing, bro? Can you drive?
Bro, but we can't leave Ali out there by himself, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
No, see, here's the thing. Sneako's like, just leave Ali. Just leave him.
Right, yeah.
Leave him to the same. No,
Ditch your brothers. Yeah.
Yeah, we can't leave him, but Muhammad Hijab too is like, yeah, just leave him, whatever. Sorry, Ali, you're on your own, dude. You should have got in the van with us.
The guys
Let's go, man. Let's go, bro.
Oh, fuck,
I wouldn't
dude.
film this.
Yeah, I'm not filming this, bro.
Hey, he's in the car. He'll try to run us over, bro.
They all get out.
Get in. Let's go.
They all get out now.
Hey, hijab. Let's go. No, hijab. No.
He's in the car.
Film it. We need this as evidence.
You're gonna get banned, bro.
No, this is self-defense, bro. Film it.
Self-defense? I don't think so, dude.
I can't even see him anymore.
He's already left. The dude's already
Should I get out the car?
away. Remember?
In the car.
Is that him?
Yeah, the guy's already left at this point. If you remember from the other scene. So this is when they finally get out of the car.
All right, let's go now. What are we doing?
So this is now Sneako's freaking out, right? Okay. Now Sneako's an idiot. He's telling his cameraman to keep filming, and keep recording because he's got control of other mics that are on other people, right? Okay. That are outside already. Okay. And the cameraman's like, dude, I'm not filming this. I'm shutting this down because he knows this is going to be bad evidence, right? But Sneako's like, no, keep recording this. This will be great because Sneako knows he's got no part of it, right? He's sitting pretty. He can, you know what I mean? He can leave his Muslim brothers go out there and get beat up, get killed, beat somebody else up, go to prison, and he'll be like, no, you know what I mean? Sitting pretty. You see what's happening here? Okay. This dude, no, yeah. Anyway, let's continue.
What the? Bomboclat.
This is the stupidest protocol. Like, do you guys like want to do this? Like,
He was like freaking out. You don't want to be there.
bro, there's like 12 of us and one dude, and everyone's getting out of the car to investigate. Let's just go to the studio. All right, we're filming it. Film.
I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. See if I don't mess it up. 17. All right.
Because he called.
One of the reasons that we recommend Webstrom stores to our wholesale partners
We
is
got
we know the customer service
What are you
is
doing?
fantastic.
Thank you.
Whoops.
All the police saying that we have guns, drugs, all types of stuff in the car. Just literally a freaking psychopath, bro.
But you can't. Getting in a fight with a crash out with somebody nothing to lose is the stupidest thing.
Got kids at home apparently.
Hey, he has a wife and kids.
Yeah,
bro.
that's Halako.
Probably
by
a
the way.
lie, bro.
Doesn't he look just like Halako? Al Halako.
El Halaka. Oh my god, bro! If he wasn't Muslim, it would be such a different story. But bro, it's haram to touch a Muslim, bro.
Wait, if he was Muslim, it would be a totally different story. It's haram to call him. Dude, the past 15 minutes, we just listened to him talk about he wants to take him down the alleyway and stomp him. How he wants to get rid of him right now. How, well, we got to take him out now. Let me do it. Let's do it. Let's just take him out. Let's show all the world how it's done. This is what we do. But now we're back to it's haram to hit a Muslim? Do you see the insanity of this? I mean, seriously.
This is just a bunch of, I don't know.
Right.
It's just a bunch of men acting like children is what it is. That's
Well, it's
all
a bunch of
is.
children in men's suits. It's a bunch of children in men's bodies is what it is.
That's exactly right.
But what a weirdo, bro.
Yeah, he's the weirdo.
The other mic.
It's on hijab.
Oh, listen. Here we go.
Yeah, I turned it off.
Hey, yours is blinking red. Your mic is blinking red.
Yeah,
Is it
because it's
almost
off. Yeah, it's off.
Why is it off?
Because I don't want to film the dialogue there. Or I don't
Obviously,
wanna
film it. Obviously, Kozu, stop. Just use the mics. Why would you not want to film this?
And it's also low battery, so I have to charge it soon.
Obviously, keep the mic on for the situation. What are you doing? Yeah, why would you turn it off if he's mic'd up? The situation's going on.
Fine.
Okay. The cameraman, audio guy, is smart because he doesn't want to record. You know what I mean? These dudes could go to prison for a long time, especially with everything else they've been saying. Okay, regardless of the situation, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, but now his cameraman is doing the sensible thing, but Sneako knows he's not going to get the likes and the clicks. You know what I mean? Okay, dude, seriously, listen to this.
What do you mean fine? Like, what do you?
Fine, what the fuck? Yo, Kozu, bro.
No, it's just like...
This is all evidence, bro.
Nobody, just listen to what I'm saying.
Okay, fine. It's on.
Yeah, it's all evidence against you, morons. And plus, you got what do you call it? Ali Dawa doxing himself with his real name and his birthday when he's giving out the police. Yeah, that's brilliant, idiots.
Well, I can't hear anything anymore from the second mic.
Yo, that guy had a devil in him, bro.
You still here? You drove off.
No, he drove off. You made a left.
Okay, so
he's stalking us.
So what's going on now?
I don't know. Let me talk to you back.
Hold on, let's come up with something. I thought that was interesting. Hold on. I know this boring.
Doing just random shit like that without this, you're not making the right decisions for the stream that I want to do.
Did you just hear it from Sneeko? You're making random decisions. You're doing the wrong things for the stream that I want to do. In other words, he wanted to record this chaos. He wanted to record this. You know what I mean?
And notice he's not in the middle of it either. It's like a little
Exactly.
girl.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. He knows, dude, if Warner goes and beats the crap out of the dude and maybe possibly kills him or not, or the other dudes get killed, or they all stomp him, he knows he can just say, hey, I told him not to do it. I told him to stay in the van. You know what I mean? Okay. No, he's like the little weak. No, and he's always talking about how he's all tough and bad. He's gonna go do MMA fighting and stuff, which he never does.
Who does? Who says this?
Sneeko does. Yeah, he's a scrawny little kid. No, he reminds me of this kid that I grew up with. We'll call him Matt, okay? But he was always this scrawny, but he would instigate stuff. You know what I mean? And he would always be the guy, I got you in trouble. And then we all beat him up. Like, it was pretty much a weekly ritual where all of us beat him up pretty much for like a month. It was funny. But yeah, anyway. Oh no, seriously, it's a big thing. Anyway, let's continue. I know you want to get going here, but no, there's still some gold here. I'll try and fast forward it.
You still got your mic job. Switch to the shotgun.
No, I'm gonna switch to mine.
Hey, let's get in the car. Let's go, bro. Please. This guy's a psychopath, bro.
So this is when it shows. This is the tell where you know that the Warner is really afraid, especially after Hijab told him, dude, the dude could just come up and stab you, dude. Okay? Or this could be like in America where they could just come up with guns. You know what I mean? Let's continue.
We're gonna have to we're gonna have to discombobulate him.
Now I'm actually starting to go down to your madhab. No, because this is becoming like a threat to our lives, bro.
Yeah, you want to play that game, bro? It's not gonna work out, bro.
No, I'm sorry, but like, if you're doing that kind of stuff, I'm threatened. I fear for my life.
You don't look too fearful right now.
I always look like that because I'm
Yeah, he doesn't look too very, but look at the Warner.
I'm a cool-headed guy, but right now I do feel threatened, I think. You feel threatened as well?
Bro,
I'm scared for my life.
Yeah, you're threatened, isn't it?
Shaitan. He's a devil, bro.
No. Are you? Do you feel threatened for your life right now? This guy's threatening.
Yes. Yeah, he could crash into us with his vehicle.
Threatened, right?
100%.
I'm fearing for my life right now.
Knife, bro.
Yeah.
You don't know.
He could leave, come back with a knife. He said he lives 3 minutes away. He's gonna go grab a knife, come back. That's it. It's very simple. He just told you what he's gonna do, and we're staying here.
You're actually making a good point, bro.
Yeah, bro. Like, well, we're stupid. Why the fuck are we just staying here, bro?
Is this why there's a punishment for hypocrites?
Do you see how they did that to him? I'll end it there because that's pretty much it. But did you guys all catch what they did that to him? Okay, they're trying to give him an alibi in case anything happens. He's not buying it, right? But at the same time, they know this is the real reason. And I can point to you where other, like, little incident clips where he's like, we got to go. We got to get out of here. He can come back. He can come back in any minute. You know what I mean? This dude is afraid, dude. And I would say rightfully so, because the dude literally could come back. You know what I mean? Okay.
Well, it's just sad that this is what people call entertainment. And then people watch the show and watch us commenting on men acting like children.
But notice it wasn't.
I can't believe people give people like this money. This is what I can't believe,
dude.
It's just
that whole trip was paid for, and they wanted to go even further. They wanted to go to Dubai and to Medina, to Mecca. They wanted to go, but then Trump put the kibosh on that with this bombing. But they still could have went. Airspaces were still open until probably about 4 days into the conflict. They could have went, but they were cowards. You know what I mean? They were like, "Oh yeah, blah blah."
I just can't believe we I don't know. Last week it was funny because they got this guy who's really psychotic. I think he does have probably does have mental issues. Anybody that calls the cops, to SWAT somebody right there on live, that's classic. That's quality entertainment. But these guys are just narcissistic.
But you see that they wanted to film. Well, Sneeko did. He wanted to film everything. And this Warner guy, he's actually talking about committing, literally beating the crap out of somebody on a live. And so, don't record it. You already said you're going to go out and do it. Stop recording. This is evidence. Okay, I'm going to stop recording. And then Sneeko says, "No, why'd you stop recording?"
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, I think it was, and again, this is just crap. All right, I'm going to call it a night. I got to get back out to my shop. No, you're all good, Brad. I got to get out to my shop. I got work I got to do tonight, and I apologize for it. But there's the season for what I do.
It is the season for. Oh, dude, we got to do the gangster video with you, dude.
Yeah, with the wad of cash that I get for this.
Fat stacks, dude. Fat stacks, dude.
Big fat.
Put the gold chain around you. We have to give you gold teeth,
I'd have to get a grill, get some type of something going on it.
You can be holding one of your Glocks too. Yeah.
I got that right here, brother.
And do an accidental discharge like they do in the rap videos. Shoot themselves in the leg. Oh.
No.
All right, bro. Well,
all right. God bless everybody again. Thank you so much for coming. And we're going. I just an admin note. Next Monday night, a week from Monday, I'm still doing that debate with Saeed on the crucifixion. So clear your calendars. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Is that next?
That's next Monday. Next Monday evening, the 23rd, I think it is.
All right.
Today's 15th, so it's next Monday. Yep. So be prepared. I'll shout it out, give you all links and such next week during the show. Looking forward to it.
Okay.
All right. God bless. We'll see you all next week.
All right. Later.